Answer these 20 questions and we'll tell you your dominant personality trait. Dominant personality trait. This will be interesting. Provided it works, it'll be interesting. But we'll see what happens. Right. Which hand is your dominant hand? I am right-handed. I don't even think I think I might be ambidextrous with eating, as in like knife and fork. I think sometimes I swap hands a lot, but other than that, there's nothing I'm like even partially ambidextrous with. A lot of the time, if we were to swap to my left hand would not do it very well. How do you sleep? Oh, BuzzFeed like this one, don't they? Stomach, back, front, fetal, side. So side for me. Like that's pretty close to how I sleep, to be honest. So that's a nice easy one. What colour did you have your bedroom painted as a child? Now I like how this isn't what colour would you paint your bedroom. It is what colour did you have your bedroom painted. Now I had my bedroom as a child. How do we know this one? What? So mine's blue. I love the colour red, but when it came to as a child, the main colour that was used was blue for my rooms. Again, I would have preferred red, but it's just what it was. What do you mean? How do you know? Well, how do you know what your bedroom was painted as a kid? What colour was your bedroom? If that's actually what you were asking, Puff Daddy. Ooh. Which of the following is your nail type? I think it's a blind joke. It's fine. We'll leave. So I actually really like this because I am intrigued. There's a connection between. I don't know if there's actually evidence of this. This is just something I've noticed. There's a correlation between like your hair color and the shape of your nails and your height. There's a few things that do it. It's really weird. I just can't remember. All right. Well, just if not, then just what would you have your room? What color would you have your room painted then? I guess is what you'd say for that one if you weren't sure. So mine. I mean, obviously, none of mine look like this, but it depends. When I cut mine, I tend to make them oval. I think it's pretty standard. But really, it's probably more like this, but no, because it's not straight on the top. Maybe if it's how I would have my nails, I don't even know what I'd pick. I've actually got to get them done. I don't know. Really? Okay. So yeah. I'm gonna find it oval. What extracurriculars did you join in high school? Ooh, sports, debate, theatre, colour guard. What's colour guard? I've never heard that. Band, choir, dance, cheer, academic team, newspaper, yearbook, volunteer work, special interest group, none or other. Mine was actually band. Whether it be me do it, because I did actually join the school band. I didn't really play that much, it's just because they wanted a drummer. Or did I want to be a drummer? I can't remember. But it was just like a normal band, so. Not sure if a wooden bench is classed as a volunteer or other. What do you mean a wooden bench? Making one? Or just sitting on? Or making a wooden bench? I would say other. About after school clubs at my school, basically for kids who weren't achieving. So me being a good academic kid, I wasn't allowed to join them. You weren't allowed? You got to go to Princess Trusting, Sarah. Wow. Seems strange for them to just not let you do it. I think we had a similar thing. But it wasn't my kind of thing, so I never even looked into it. But it's shit that they just didn't let you. But yeah, band for me. I did also have to study my music GCSE outside of school times. That's a that's a whole story. But yeah. So in general, I was in band for one reason or another. Wasn't that during the school library? Oh. You know what? I think mine was the same. As I didn't get offered. Yeah, it was I think it might have been the Duke of Edinburgh. For mine. But again, like you just heard of people getting it. You didn't. No one came to you, or nothing was posted up about joining it. It seemed to be just, oh, that guy who was a dickhead, he's now gone and done that. Oh, right, okay, cool. Choose an image that matches closest to your eyebrows. It's definitely arch, right? I wouldn't say S-shaped, although I actually think if they were shaped properly, it would probably become S-shaped. You know what, right? I never think about my eyebrows. What genre of music was the last song you listened to? Ooh. Now the funny thing is this. I guess it would be other for me. So the last song I listened to, was the Hoosiers, because my my music taste got through a midlife crisis, but mostly it's heavy metal. So I think it's safe if we just go other, and at least then it covers the bases. Because I wouldn't actually put myself into any of those. So even rock I find kind of boring. Chill lo-fi, yeah. Midlife crisis, yeah. I'm gonna die when I'm 40. 30, sorry. I'm gonna die when I'm 30. 50. I can't count. Synthwave, retro wave, yeah. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's fine. How does this image make you feel? I'm not gonna look at the answers yet. Okay. Uneasy, bored, confused, intrigued, content, gross, relaxed, nothing. Nothing? Looks like Elliot to you. Seen slaves everywhere. Ridiculous. I'm living in the 80s mostly. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even alive in the 80s, and I still kind of... Not everything, but some things. Nothing. Like... What's the Mothman? I kind of saw, like... I mean, I've clearly just been playing Magic too much. I just see a Magic card. See, to me, moths aren't... I've never seen a green moth. I haven't seen one. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying I haven't seen one. But Ugin. Yeah, maybe Ugin. I just thought, like, a green creature. It's a nice sci-fi villain flashback. Ah, right, okay. Birds of Paradise flowers. Okay. But yeah, to me, nothing. Like, I don't really take much from them. If you were to write a book about your life, what genre would it be? What does that even mean? Commercial fiction, romance, horror, adventure, thrill, suspense, young adult, comedy, historical, other. Ooh. My life is just so fucking uneventful though. if I were to write a book about it, it would be like, if I were to say horror, it would be like a psychological horror, and how like things I have done, things that have happened in my life, slowly affect my mental state now, and you would just see that as it goes through it all. But I think it's because it's gonna be other, like, I wouldn't say anything really like. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I'm really stuck for this one. I have no clue for this one. Does Jen have any ideas of what I would do for this one? I know you haven't like been around for all my life, but we've discussed stuff before. If you stuck other, oh well, yeah, that's fair. Which of these unique traits do you have? I mean, I can. I'm doing what he's doing, but I don't call myself double jointed for doing that. That doesn't make me double jointed, does it? I can do that. That is a double jointed thumb. So have I double... What? Oh, okay. More than one then. Because I can roll my tongue as well. I don't have one sort of cleft chin, but I've got the top two then. Oh. Oh yeah, I guess that's what the... Okay. Yeah, sure, yeah. Double jointed. More than one. Use one word. What one word would describe this dog? Friendly, large, fluffy, lovable, goofy, adorable. I just... Fluffy pupper. So I guess furry. But does furry mean I want to fuck it because we're all morbid here, or... I want to say happy, but it was an option. I wouldn't... I mean, if someone else has picked Goofy, then sure, but I don't see Goofy from this. I see friendly. I'd like... If I had to pick one of these, friendly would be the best one. One out of all these places, where do you see yourself living? So got like... What did I say? That's what I read in my head, but it's obviously not what I said then. Oh. So we've got like a seaside town, maybe. One of these places. Oh, right, okay, that's fine. That's kind of cool. Oh, right, okay, I'm intrigued now then. Out in the middle of nowhere, a farm, industrial, or an island. I mean, given I have a Jane, it's just this one. It's always this one. So yeah, click that one, I guess. Still have a Jane, and otherwise I don't really have a preference. Love you too. What is your most common dream? Fallen, teeth fallen out. dying, showing up late, flying, driving out of a car, showing up in naked other. Falling slash flying is quite a big one. I don't have them anymore though. It's very rare I have them. Driving out of control car, showing up in public naked. None of these really. Really? That's interesting. Mine's other for this. A lot of mine are like mine vary. I do remember some of them. But the issue is a lot of mine get very hard to, they get harder to remember the longer they go on. I had ones of other people dying, that's quite common. Other people die in some way, shape or form. That's quite a common one. It's Jane. There's a chance that could happen. I'm gonna go with other. I don't think dying actually counts. Cuts yourself down, which I think is a very different feeling. For me, it tends to be other people dying. So I'm gonna go with other for that one. Did you find yourself worrying or getting anxious often? Yeah, man, so many times. They've given me too many options there. How often do I worry? I worry about offending people. I worry too much about people's judgments of me. So that can happen a bit. That can happen quite a lot. I don't worry too much about doing something wrong. I know Jane, for example, Jane gets very paranoid that she's done something wrong. I don't get that very often. Or if I do, it's something I literally have no clue about. If it's something I've done before, then I'm alright. Whereas Jane will practice something and she'll still think she's done it wrong. So, I feel like going for the very often one doesn't count here. It's definitely yes. Say yes, but only sometimes. I was gonna say it comes and goes, but I don't know. I'd say I'd still put it down as I can get pretty bad sometimes. Which word did you spot first? Reach, apparently. Like, it's one of those ones where you can't really milk it, can you? Like, I could have a look at the other ones, but my eyes were drawn in the middle and reach was there, so I'll just say reach. Select the shape that closely matches your own. Ooh. Oval, surely. Yeah, oval. Triangle's an interesting one, but no. Square? No, it's taller. Don't have a round face. Rectangle? Because of my jawbones? Yeah, it could be rectangle, actually. Yeah, I was thinking oval. But obviously I've kind of got like more out here, so maybe no, fuck it, we'll put oval, fuck it. And change it if people disagree. At first glance, what time of day do you think this picture portrays? Early, yeah, late afternoon. I was gonna say early evening, but like, yeah. Just before sunset. They're the same thing. The whole part was going to be late afternoon as the sun's setting. As the sun's setting. We'll go late afternoon, fuck it. What is your worst trait? Disorganized, selfish, needy, not dependable, egotistical, overly critical, arrogant, passive-aggressive, or entitled. Ooh. Don't know about this one. It's the sad sausage roll for me. Not to bet the Mullins speedruns. Oh, brilliant. I mean, if people have a comment on what my worst trait is, I'd be curious to know. Because a lot of times you just can't really tell. I can be overly critical of myself, but at the same time I'm lazy, so I don't do anything about it to fix it, so that kind of loops. Pattern press. Yeah, possibly actually. Suppose out of those, yeah. I keep looking disorganized, but I am in some ways, but not in others. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm like that with me as well. But like I say, I end up. It's a vicious circle where I get too lazy to do anything about it, so I kind of ends up not. But obviously that trait then falls over to anything else. So yeah, overly critical is probably the right one. If laziness was on there, absolutely, I'm so lazy. If someone actually does consider me to be egotistical, let me know so I can punch myself on the face. Because I'd like to think I'm not. Almost a god. Ah, yeah. It's practically a god, actually, but no. I mean, it's just when it comes to things, but as a general trait, and it doesn't negatively impact anything either. So yeah. You're right though. It's definitely is one of them. But as a worst trait, overly critical can be, because it means I kind of don't enjoy a lot of things. So no, that's fine. That's fine. But like, yeah, I got you a joke, but it's a fair point though. I haven't said it in ages, to be fair. Clearly not almost a god anyone. Not even close. Finish the statement accurately. I am not open to trying out new things. I am nervous about my future. I am willing to go with the flow. I am not afraid of leadership. I am re-energized by surrounding myself with people. I am eager to have alone time. Mr. Who the... Mate! What's passive about me screaming "Who the fuck is this?" at anybody who joins the Discord? Exclamation mark Discord. Like, there's nothing passive about that. That's me ripping your head off for joining the Discord. Awesome, thank you, Ipsies. Open to trying out new things. I feel like that's not accurate because there's times I'm just not. Nervous about my future. I try not to think about it too much, so therefore I'm not really nervous about it. I just don't think about it. I tend to take it as it comes. If I were to think about the future too much, I would just struggle so much. So I want to go with the flow. I've been known to, but it's more because I'm indecisive rather than so if someone wants to play a new game, I will happily go with the flow and give that game a go. However, if it's like, right, we're gonna go and go on this big adventure thing, like, I don't know, like, I'm not willing to go with the flow if I'm not actually in the mood for it. Whereas, yeah, I feel like the statement would be, I am always willing to go with the flow. Not afraid of leadership. No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not. That might be a good one. I am not afraid of leadership. Whether it be taking up said leadership or of reporting under said leadership. If needed, I will lead. And if told to do something by a leader, I will happily do it. Yeah, it tends to be how it works. Re-energized by surrounding myself with people. Literally the opposite. Like, no. Being around people is so draining for me. Eager to have alone time. I think the more accurate one is not. I am not afraid of leadership. Eager for alone time. I am very eager for alone time. But not always. If I was like that, I'd never be in the Discord. So I guess it would kind of be like that. So yeah, not afraid of leadership for that one. Finally, choose a home. So fun fact, me and Jen are currently looking for a home. So this is quite interesting. Multiple levels. Also, well, 3 levels actually. That would be quite cool. It actually looks more like a, because of the dual doors, it looks more like a, not an office building, but like a establishment. Modest. Little outside bit there. Jane has 12 millisecond ping moving with her now. What? Oh, right, yeah. Her laptop's really good. This has a chimney. I couldn't be asked to sort that out. Like, I don't want an actual fireplace, so I'm not picking that one. This one looks really small. I don't want that one. Why would I pick that one over that one? So this actually has an established floor. Single floor thing would be kind of cool. Garage, but it's one floor. I'd rather have multiple floors. Nothing with a garage. That makes sense. I can understand that. I'm definitely tempted by it having a garage. I'd rather be attached though. I'd rather be like attached to it, and then you can access it from the back without having to leave the house. I think this one. Out of these, established, like fully established 2 floors. This either seems A, too big, or B, not actually a house. So yeah, I'll pick that one. Yes! You got observant. People often describe you as quiet and shy, but your inner monologue is anything but. You take great pleasure in watching and listening to the world around you, which at the end of the day allows you to live in the here and now. Basically, if people watching was an Olympic sport, you'd go home with the gold. Boom. I would absolutely agree with that. It's kind of what makes me... I hate meeting new people, but I'm very good at it. And I think Jane would agree. And I think anybody who does know me would agree. It's kind of where I am with it. Right, so we've got Sarah and Jane got the same. So you got perceptive. You're very good at figuring out complex problems when it comes to people. As someone who is naturally insightful, you tend to see where others are coming from. You understand both sides. Because of this, you always bring balance to tense situations, but most especially when it comes to people's feelings. Cool, yeah. Ipsy's got intuitive. You excel in knowing whether or not your gut feeling is correct. In most cases, what? Thanks. In most cases, it almost always is. You're typically not someone whose first instinct is to work an issue out logically, but rather through taking in how people are feeling about the situation. You're all about feelings, most especially embracing them. Because of this, you can be often be sentimental, sensitive, or idealistic. Okay, yeah. Ray's got the same as Ipsy's. Yeah, so did Audie. I can understand that actually. Yous all come across as emotionally driven people, and like that's what you like work on. If you don't feel comfortable about something, it's because your gut feeling or something is telling you that. That's cool. Slick's got personable. Whether or not you identify as an introvert or extrovert, you are definitely personable. You radiate a type of energy that people love and respect. You're someone who's naturally trustful, sympathetic, and overall amiable. It's not very easy to come across this way, and yet you succeed at it every time. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'd agree with that. Sam also got intuitive. Okay, cool. Ambitious, which is the same as blood. Your work ethic is unparalleled when it comes to something you're passionate about. You strive for excellence and success, and very rarely quit something you've put your mind to. Because your determination is prominent, you might come across as tough to others, but deep down, it's because you're very goal-oriented and have a strong desire to see something through. Well, Puff Day's observant. Snacky or personable. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I can see that as well. Generally, already, yeah, that is how you come across such a nice person, because you're good at reading other people's emotions as well and taking them how you are. That's also why you worry so much when you think you've annoyed someone, because you're trying to read that person's emotions and react off them. But yeah, no, that's cool.